And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Well, well, well. Who makes his way back stateside? If it isn't Cuban traveler.
Hola. Hola.
Roberto Kelly.
Hola, por favor, amigo.
Roberto Kelly. Hey, before anyone gets confused and we get into everything here, I just want you to know what's going on. I found in this room a stack of Jeremy Piven live in West Nyack, New York, flyers with a QR code.
Yeah.
Which is basically, let's be honest, money in the bank. So I've made an executive decision at the show that whenever anybody here does good, you'll be rewarded with one Jeremy Piven flyer.
What is the worth on that?
Huh?
How much is that worth?
Oh, I mean, name your price.
How much is it worth in dollars? And then can you convert that into pesos for me?
Okay, yes, I would say it's probably worth. Are we talking materials or what's on it?
I mean both.
All in?
Yeah.
It's $50. $50 per flyer.
That's 35,000 pesos.
Oh, is that it? I thought it was going to be in the millions. I don't know how pesos work because I use fucking paper money. I like to use paper money, not wooden shekels.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Bobby? Welcome back.
I'm done.
Can you not leave anymore for a while?
I'm done.
It's insane.
I'm done doing dangerous things.
Okay.
I'm not going to do any more dangerous. Vacations for the next year will be in very nice, safe places with my wife, child, or you and Christine and the crew.
And just like take it for a Thursday through a Sunday. You know what I mean?
I'm not doing. Dude, I'm
just
done.
a Thursday through Sunday. Then we could do this together,
buddy. It was hell on earth. Let me say this: it was the best and the worst at the same time. It kept.
That should be the Wikipedia headline for Ari Shafir: the best and the worst of everything.
The best of times, the worst of times.
Listen, my thing on doing this was I am not going to say no. I'm going to go. Ari said, "Hey, I'm going to do this and this and that." Okay, let's go.
I thought you said you didn't stay in a nice place.
No, but things like that, I controlled that.
Okay.
The casa we got was in where he didn't want to stay. He wanted. Come to find out where he wanted to stay, we would have been in trouble. It would have been bad.
Right.
Where he wanted to stay. He wanted to stay in the hood. Where I chose to stay, thanks to my lovely wife, Dawn, was in the 1 block radius.
Can we get a group credit for that? I mean, we all kind of said, don't
you did.
tell Ari to do.
You did. You helped me. You helped me make the decision. I do. I'm group credit.
But you did do it. You did get him. Thank you. You did do it. No one else accepts. I accept it.
Okay,
Thank you.
I accept. Well, we stayed in literally. There's a block in Havana that cars can't even go on. It's from this block to that block, and our casa house was on that block.
Okay.
And our casa was beautiful. It was like you walk up, second floor, safe. They're in. They're on you, like a tick. And he's walking with us. They bring you. You looking for cigars? Yeah. Okay. They bring you in this thing. We shake this guy. It's like, all right, we're just walking, please, por favor, right? I know por favor, please. No.
I'm telling you how you say yeah.
So,
por favor.
So.
Shut your mouth, though.
Dude, all of a sudden, this lady is next to us. She goes, this is 20 minutes into the trip. She goes, hey, she scares the shit out of me. I saw you at the airport. I was picking up my iron. How you guys doing? Welcome. We were like, what? Yeah, I saw you at the airport. But you know me, I'm small talk Bob. I love a little small talk. You're on.
A foreign country, dude. She's distracting you while children go through your pockets. What's wrong with you?
So
how'd you survive the 53 with these skills, with these street skills?
So now.
So I tell her I only got 7 million pesos and no one knows where I'm at. Can you help me?
Mind you, I have $2,000 American on me, hidden on my body, all over my body, because
cash.
I didn't want to leave. That's all. Credit cards don't work.
Okay.
Nothing. Your phone is dead.
So your body's covered in cash, and now you're talking to a stranger. Bobby?
Yep.
Give me back the Piven flyer.
Wait.
Give me back the Piven flyer.
Oh, come on.
Listen.
All right, listen, wait.
The show's young.
So.
You can always earn back your Piven flyer.
So, she's walking with us, and she keeps telling, there's a festival. You should go to the festival. You want cigars? Blah, blah, blah. You festival, and we're like, what? She goes, once a month, the Cuban people get to sell their goods, and the government lets them keep the money. And there's the festival. We should go to it, and you help the Cuban people make money. And that's why we went there. That's the thing we checked off. Why are you going to Cuba? To support the Cuban people.
That was on your checklist?
That you have to pick one.
Oh, okay. You guys said to support the Cuban people.
We said you're supposed to pick to support the Cuban people.
Nice.
That's the one. So we're like
prostitution.
No prostitution.
That would be supporting them.
That would be supporting them, but no. So this lady's like, I know, come with me. I'll take you to the. So she takes us off the main touristy drag into what I can only say is the hood, and it's hood, garbage, shit on the street everywhere. People. Everywhere.
You called this a vacation.
Yes.
Okay.
So then all of a sudden, she leads us into this room on the first floor with this guy that looks like, somebody Steven Seagal would have to take out in a movie.
Okay.
I mean...
Square jaw.
I can only say he's pumpernickel.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Shorts, flip-flops, stomach out.
Okay.
Hey, come on in, cigar. We go into he literally...
His eyes super white?
Teeth were perfect.
Did he look like Orko? Remember Orko from He-Man? Jet black with just bright white eyes?
Yes.
That's what I'm going to start calling dark black people with bright white eyes. Orko.
They kind of shuffle us into his house, into his little room. He has a room on the first floor in the middle of the hood. And I look to the left, and there's a little moped. His moped is in his house, in his bed. And Ari's talking to him. He's scamming Ari. He has a table of shitty Cubans.
But Ari's Jewish, so he had that coming.
He did not.
Okay.
Not what this guy did.
Okay.
This guy was like, and Ari didn't bring anything. Ari brought, a pair of socks, a couple shirts.
No cash?
Canadian.
He brought Canadian cash.
Nobody wants that. Not even Cuban people want Canadian.
Okay.
They were like, ugh. He goes, how much Canadian? He's got Canadians. So the guy's like, he's 150, 170. He's like, no, it's 10 cigars. He's trying to get him to buy boxes of this shit cigar. I pick one up. I'm like, this is garbage. It's like he rolled it yesterday in the back with like shit from his feet. I'm like,
It's Cuban feet.
I step back out of this place and I'm sitting there and I'm too nervous I have to take care of myself at this point and not.
This is not Ari's out of your control now.
Ari's out. He's over there dealing with this guy. I was trying to say, hey man, this is not. No.
You buy the cigars, or we take your friend's leg.
Right. So I look in the corner. Christine has the video of It's a video. I look in the corner as Ari's being scammed. It's Voodoo. It's fucking.
And you just stand there like facing away?
It's the one on the top left.
You just face away like the Blair Witch Kid?
I left.
Just waiting for...
Look at this. Buddy, this is in the corner. This is 26 minutes into the trip.
Jay, this is Bobby's vacation.
There's a voodoo doll. Look at this. In the corner, and there's a drape over one of them, so whatever he's hiding must be a head or some type of foot.
Yeah, there's something in those bins.
Can I send these videos out?
Yes, you can. Because
get word to the authorities.
No, don't. They'll go away. So, dude, we're in this guy's house. He's got this voodoo. I leave. I step out.
Why are you in his house again?
Because they told us that's where the festival was.
At a guy's house.
We were there to support the Cuban people, Jay.
It's Pitbull Fest?
And the festival.
Where's it at? Juan's house?
The festival. He was only till 5 o'clock today.
The Casa Festival.
So we had to go and do the festival because it was going to be done soon and get the cigars to help the Cuban people.
It was a house festival a kid and play had?
There's no festival, Jay.
Oh, there is no festival.
It's a scam. Every single day they were there, somebody would come up and be like, the festival. And by Wednesday or whatever, we were like, yeah, all right, whatever. But today, we were like, festival sounds fun. So we went into this fucking guy's place, and Ari dropped 130 Canadian on what should have cost maybe...
Which is like $6 or $7 American dollars.
6, 8, maybe 10 at the most.
Sure.
For a box of these garbage cigars.
So Ari had to buy them.
Buddy, I walked away.
Because you're at the festival at a guy's house where you're buying cigars with a voodoo doll.
The festival.
Why? What when you were like, we should go to Cuba because... Not that. That wasn't what you were like. We should go to Cuba because that place.
No.
Because Santeria.
I didn't know there was Santeria. I didn't know that Major League was going to be. I didn't know that there was going to be a Santeria. I didn't understand what was happening.
Understand? Ari would sleep like on a palm leaf like a bug.
Buddy,
he doesn't care.
I know. And here's the thing.
You're an adult who gives a shit about himself.
He goes, all right, let's take a walk. We're going to go to the Patagas factory. But the Patagas, it's a cigar place, and it's the factory, and you can walk to it.
It's just you said Patagas, like everybody knows.
Patagas.
Patagas.
Patagas, I believe.
Patagas. Were you aware of that one, Jacob?
It's pronounced Patagas.
Patagas.
But you're aware of it.
Yes.
Black Lou, you aware of it?
I did not know that word at all.
Patagas.
DJ Lou?
No, and I'm bilingual.
Christine?
Bisexual.
I know this through Kirby Allison.
Well, that's
because he
okay,
had
Jacob,
the
because you're going to be
opposite.
the only person in this little round that's not going to be getting themselves. That's not for you. That's for Black Lou. DJ Lou? Oh, sorry. Hang on. DJ Lou, come in hot. Christine, get that over there. That's for yourself. Take a Jeremy 30 Piven flyer.
So, dude, he's like, all right, it's over here. So we walk 45 minutes through the hood, and it gets worse and worse. And there's, I mean, listen, man.
Can you flag down like a rooster-filled car or something?
We could have got a cab, but we were like trying to just see the city.
El Cab.
We could have got one of those, 1953 Ford convertibles.
Yeah, Los Cab.
So but he was like, "Now let's just walk." We walked and walked and walked. In the middle of every guy that you saw looked like he was going to kill you.
You took a trip that two men are only supposed to take when they're going to retrieve a family member who's gotten taken it away.
Buddy, where we went the first...
You should be, everywhere you go, you should be holding up a picture of Jeremy Piven and ask them if they've seen this guy. Have you seen this guy? Look at him! He might not mean nothing to you, but he means something to me.
Buddy,
Jacob, that's a good laugh. Take yourself a Piven flyer, buddy. That's a good laugh right there. That made me feel good about my joke.
So we go all the way down to this place. We finally get there. And by the time you get there, you're like, thank God. Thank God. We get there. Like I told you, I didn't want to just say no. So it was closed. So we went around the corner to this H.P. Upman, who was another cigar place, and we couldn't find
Is that
it.
a famous cigar place also?
Famous cigar place, right around the corner.
Jacob?
I don't know that one.
Okay.
Upman, famous cigar place.
Jacob, welcome back to the crew. Piven flyer.
So we get in there. And again, another guy comes up, amigo. You're like, no. We're trying not to get into a fucking house again. But this guy helped us into the place, and it was beautiful. This cigar lounge. It was like...
Finally, you weren't sent to your untimely demise.
Yes. We walk in.
Finally. You see that? You see those walls lined with skulls? It's like behind that.
Buddy, you don't even know it's worse of it.
I bet.
So we go there. We wind up walking.
This is your first couple hours there.
First couple hours there.
You're already on a fucking hike through terrifying Cuba.
It's terrifying. We go all the way back home. I'm walking. The problem with me, I'm walking head down, Cuban face.
Mm-hmm. Sure, you could pull that off. Maybe wear one of those like DJ Lou hats.
Yeah, right. I'm like walking like I'm Cuban. I'm walking like I'm Spanish.
Like he's doing this thing where your thumbs are up and you're always moving your shoulders.
Yes, Cuban B.
I'm trying to be as alpha as I can. He's walking around like he's some Jewish yenter in the Grove.
Of course.
He's stopping at windows.
Is everything here so expensive?
Dude. He's like looking around, like stopping at a shop with a vacuum, a chicken, and a fucking ham.
You're really stretching my Canadian dollar.
But I'm like, all right. So we finally make it back to the casa. We're like, all right, Kit. We get dressed, we get ready, and we go out to the Buena Vista Club, which is beautiful. But again,
what is it?
It's the second video, and
what is Buena Vista Club?
It's Cuban music. So you go
you went
there
to a dance club.
Yeah, pause it real there.
You guys look like assholes.
So he wants to go here. So I'm like, all right, let's go. So we go to this really nice restaurant that Obama went to. But again, you're driving. We got a cab this time, thank God, because the owner was like, you don't want to walk there at night. Take a cab. So the owner of the casa was my guy. I would ask him the questions in front of Ari, so Ari wouldn't believe me. He'd be like, come on, we're fine. This guy was like, no, you want to take a cab to that place. Because when you're pulling up, you got little kids just sitting.
Don't go somewhere where you have to be aggressively warned by local lore.
So we pull up to this place, and it's
Everyone's telling you they're coming to you like the Pet Cemetery guy, like fucking Jed. They're coming to you. They're going, don't go up there.
You know what it looks like? It looks like Call of Duty. You know when they're fighting.
I don't play first-person games.
So we pull up, and it's hell outside. But then you walk in, and you go up the stairs, and it's beautiful.
That's like Nick's roast beef in Philly. You could have had that same experience in Philadelphia. It's a fucking crazy, violent side, but inside Nick's roast beef, it's a white safe haven of delicious meat.
So this place was beautiful. We get
Okay.
up there, the band is, he's like, waiting for the band or whatever. They had some shitty openers playing flute and shit. It sucked. Anyways, the band comes out. They're amazing. It's these people. They go around. He gets smashed. They give him a drink. Ari's fucking smashed 8 minutes into the night. He's feeling it.
He's getting turned up.
By the end of the night, dude, they're playing. They ask us where they're from, and they bring a flag up on the top, and they play a song from that country.
Okay.
And someone yells out, Czech Republic, and he starts yelling out, hasn't been a country for 10 years. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Ari
kid.
yelled that out. Nice.
He's yelling it out.
Oh, good.
So then he yells out, United States. They bring up the flag. I look over Ari. I look over. They start playing this video. The woman. They have the American flag up. They're playing this music. And then Ari, I look over.
I got 99 problems. Any BJ one?
I look over. Ari's dancing with the lady.
She's fucking hot.
Buddy, she's smoking.
Yeah.
And look at him. He goes, Ari, I'm laughing my ass off. He's loving it. He's spinning. He knows how to dance.
What?
Buddy, look at that.
What?
She knows.
Bobby, come on.
Buddy, can
Bobby.
you do that?
She knows
What?
how to dance, and
Right.
he's doing his best.
Can I do that? Can I do what's happening up there? You know, Bobby? No, I couldn't. I couldn't be that uncoordinated with my body. I can't pretend to fuck up that bad.
Hey, dude.
Christine, will you please tell Bobby that I could dance way better than this?
Yeah, you're a better dancer than Ari.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, you have rhythm.
Pivot flyer.
But Ari's not doing bad. Ari's having fun.
But
Is he not? He's not doing bait. He's dancing pretty good? Give me the
No,
flyer
no,
back.
Give it
Flyer back. Flyer back.
So we do this.
God, I love this kind of power.
Wait, can I send this out?
Yes. So we're doing. We're going from what the fuck to this shit, which is fun, having a blast.
Well, you got to survive this, so every day's a gift now.
So
Ari will find time to dance every day to celebrate the Lord who saved him this fateful day.
So, dude, we go back. We take the cab back. The good thing about Cuba, you tell a guy, "Hey, $10, bring us here. We'll be done at 11. Pick us up." And they're waiting right out front. They're fantastic, great people. Cab drivers are great. Come out, the guy's waiting for us. He drops us back off. And again, it's like 12 at night now, and he wants to go walk around. I'm like, haven't we done enough, like, scary shit for today? So now we're walking around at night.
He's like, but now it's scarier.
So the next day,
We haven't seen it this scary yet.
so the next day, we get this. The guy's like, "Hey, listen, there's a tropical storm coming," and we're like, "All right, okay, is that bad?" He goes, "Well, we gotta wait, but I'm gonna probably have to remove because you go in the courtyard. There's a fountain. There's trees. There's tables on the top. There's all the the plants, and it's really beautiful. I got to take all this down. All of it goes away." So he has a bunch of guys just making this place not, fun, all day long. And then, so we're like, okay, so what are we going to do? He goes, "Listen, we don't know what it's going to be. I got to wait." So during the day, he's like, "All right, now it's a hurricane. It's a 1. It moved up to a hurricane. It's not a tropical storm anymore." So I go, okay. Then he comes back, it's a 2.
Nice.
And then he goes, "All right, listen, guys, it's a 3.
But a soft 3.
This is like in an hour and a half, right?" And we're like, "What does that mean?" He goes, "We're going to lose power. You need to get supplies, and the government will is probably going to shut down Cuba."
Okay.
So we're like, "What?" So
This is day 1 or 2?
this is day 2.
2.
Day 2. So now we have to go. We have to go get, like, the whole town is trying to get stuff. So we have to go and get supplies now. So we have to go on the street and get stuff to eat and survive for however long. Because we're like, how long? He's like, well, the last one was 4 days with no power.
Since you've been home from this, you've called it a vacation to me. You're like, oh, what a vacation. Stop calling it that.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Well,
Spiritual journey would make more sense than that. You were, a test of will, perhaps.
maybe it's a test of will. So we got to split up. Like he's got to go get bread. The bread lines are like 2 hours long. And then we gotta go get queso. We gotta get some type of cheese. Cheese lines. You know, you can't find cheese.
Cheese lines?
We can't get eggs.
What's a cheese line? Why did you
what?
go to
God
this place?
bless America.
What did the tickets cost?
So
What does it cost to go there?
not much. So we're in line. I'm in line for cheese. He's trying to get bread. There's no bread. He found cheese. I got I think it was ham.
Found cheese?
Yeah, he found cheese because all the stores are in like little stores. You have to go around the neighborhood, and there's a line. The people are trying to get this stuff. You know.
You've never fought for cheese before, Jay?
I have to say, I'll be honest with you.
So
I've never gotten in the cheese line before.
So I'm trying to find.
I usually just grab my cheese with the rest of my groceries at a grocery store.
So I buy
Grocery casa.
I buy what I'm pretty sure was ham. It was a big thing of meat, so I was like, "Give me
You
that."
trusted the meat?
We were not.
Well, I'll tell you, Bobby, before you think it did do anything to you about whatever you're going to tell us about all your food adventures, the inside of your stomach has been talking as much as you've been talking on this show.
I haven't recovered. It's been
It's
growling.
someone's like, it's like calling out your lies or something. Like, no, that's not how it happened.
So we had to get candles. We had to get a bunch of stuff for however long this was going to last. So the power goes out. We
Did
come
you guys
back.
think about gay sex at any point?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So not at this point.
Okay.
Wait, the power. So from the time they said they're hurt, do they turn the power off so
Don't-
it doesn't blow out? Because that's what happened in New York. Is they didn't turn it off and it blew.
I don't know. I was kind of thinking that. I don't know if they did that, but it went out.
Did you go on your casa balcony and yell at God when the storm came?
No,
like
no.
Lieutenant Dan?
No, we got all our food. We went back, and then we had to spend the night like in the dark. And the sun goes down, and it's like being in the woods. You can't see the hand in front of your face, and you can't leave. You can't go out into the street because we're in the middle of the
Hurricane's happening currently at that point?
Hurricane's supposed to come that night, comes the next day, hits us. And I mean, we got water coming through the door. They had to barricade our doors.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy. They had to put like metal pipes across the door. Water was coming through. We had to put socks in Ari's door wells because the water was coming through from the terrace. And then we just kind of hid out in this hallway for the night with candles. But you know me, dude.
It's funny, when I looked, Gate 1 Travel doesn't have like on this part of any of their excursions or river
Wait,
cruises.
so you couldn't sleep in your beds? You just had to like sit in this hallway all night?
Well, we went back at some point, but we all kind of you're up. So we went out to the hallway where everybody in the casa was kind of in the hallway smoking and talking.
It's not just you.
Everyone
There's
in the
other
casa.
people in the
No,
casa.
the guy who owns the casa, his wife and his baby and his uncle. His uncle sleeps in a room in the back.
Wait, so you're just renting a room in someone's house? It's not like a.
Yeah.
So you're staying with a family, like a
We're
foreign
staying-
exchange
Well, there's
student.
a family, but what happened at one point? This woman.
Hey, honey, get the kids. This is our new stranger from another country in our house.
Well, there was another lady staying there too.
Hey, be nice to our guests. Get them socks for their doorways.
How big's the casa? There was another lady?
Well, so at some point we were out on the thing and we were hanging out, and this woman from Transylvania, I think, she was fat, skinny, then
Transylvania's real
fat,
place?
and then skinny, and then fat. Like she had thin legs, fat thighs, a fat stomach, a thin waist, huge tits.
How do you have a fat stomach and a thin waist?
I don't know.
It's-
She was
It's one of those bellies that flops over.
She came out and she was like, "I have sausages." She came out with just a stick of sausages and Ritz crackers that were amazing. They weren't like
did she
American.
mean?
She had a big thing of sausage.
But she meant
Like on a stick?
But
She
like,
had a
but like
sausage.
pepperoni or a salami. kind of
She had a
thing.
big salami from. She was from Romania. Sorry, Romania. But she was.
She brought it with her?
Yeah, she brought all her food with her.
Yes, here's my armpit sausage.
So she came out and she was just, I mean, fucking crazy. You know, this country sucks. The food here stinks. She was just trashing Cuba the whole time. Apparently she's been in there for like 4 days. She just never came out of her room. So she heard us and she came out and hung out with us the night of the hurricane.
You were there for a whole day without
were
any
there-
idea she was there.
We had, but here's a problem. The water gets from the sewer, from the water source into a big tank, and then gets shot up to the top of the casa, and then we all have water tanks for our rooms. But our water tank with her they were together. She didn't have a shower; she had a bath. So this bitch took a bath and washed all her dishes. So we had no water to like shower or take a shit. And this is what's going to fuck you up. When you poop.
This whole thing so far sounds like a goddamn nightmare. He goes, now here's where things start going a little left for us.
So
I mean, we vacationed with Ari. It's much nicer than this.
So
no, you have to direct him.
Yeah,
so when you take a poop, you have to wipe and then put it in the barrel. You can't flush the toilet paper in Cuba.
They call it a barrel there too. El barrito.
Trash can. Trash can. Sorry, I apologize.
You don't have to apologize.
So you
can't flush your
no,
poop wipes.
Why
can't you?
You have to because you can't.
How will they know it's you?
The sewer can't. I know what you're thinking, but the sewer can't handle it. It will clog up. So you have to wipe and then wrap it and put it in the barrel.
They can't handle toilet paper.
No.
So if you pee, like girls have to wipe when they pee, you have to put
it
that
in the
a
toilet
barrel.
paper. Everything
No
goes
paper.
No, everything goes in the. So you're just in the.
Did you just call it barrel?
No.
She did.
Did I?
You did.
Oh.
And I'm telling you.
Give her a pivot
you're lucky
from me.
Jay, here.
Did you get it back?
I had two. You
Oh,
can
give me
Take
the
that
other one
one. Give that her one for me, please. That's for you for calling it a barrel.
I like controlling the pivot.
You know what? You're right. Those are yours.
God, I was up too.
Bobby, you were
now
gone.
I'm down.
You were gone for a couple of weeks this month, so I'd like to,
Yeah.
I
hear you.
when
Jay's
you're
become very controlling.
when you're gone,
Really?
when you're gone, I have to control what can only be described as an unruly riffraff crew. So I thought maybe a reward system of Jeremy Piven performing in West Nyack, New York, November 8th through 9th.
Yeah, I'm not gonna step on that. Do what you got to do. I do have, if you want these, Joe List and a Dan Soda Tops card. If you want to give those
nice.
out.
Ooh. Wait, did you bring us anything?
What the fuck?
Hang on. What the fuck? I had no water, electricity.
You couldn't find something cute though?
We had.
You had plenty of time to make a mud sculpture or something while you
I
were
got-
sitting in your wet house,
I
wet
got
casa.
I got Christine one thing, but
Agua
I
casa.
didn't bring it. I got you one thing. I might have it. I got you. It's at the house though. I got you one thing. I know you wouldn't
I
mind.
hope it's a venomous snake.
So
I hope he opens a shoebox and it bites you in your fucking
You wish
dumb
I'd
face.
die.
if you
I
click on
wish you
that,
died, but I wish you
click
would
on
get,
that photo right
I wish you
there.
would get a venomous problem on your face.
The fifth one over to the right.
Right here?
Right there, yeah. So that's like where we were walking through.
Oh, I thought that was going to be where you stayed.
No,
It was
no,
like
no.
in the ruins.
No,
Oh my God.
Your body language says everything.
Can you zoom in on that? It's like that.
I swear to you, if you just go, put this out there and see if people get upset, go, right, Ari and Bobby went to Gaza.
No, it was very much like
Do
that.
hashtag Palestine rules,
No,
hashtag,
I mean,
and call it a birthright trip. Birthright trip to Gaza.
now people are living in these places too. By the way,
They are?
No.
100%, and so you can see in the
What
back.
fucking assholes? You're like smiling in the middle of their. Now let me tell you, I couldn't do this when I went to South Africa. Very much, they were like, "Hey, we're all going to go drive." Like they do tours
Yeah.
through the townships, which
Yeah.
is where they make their houses out of garbage and shit, basically.
Right.
And like no running water. It was fucking crazy. And they do driving tours through there. And I was like, I'm not going to go look at people like a fucking zoo. That's crazy. But then one white girl went through, I guess a couple months before we were there, and they murdered her.
Right. Well, here's the thing. We're walking through here. Right after this photo was taken, too, a general from the Army yelled at us because we weren't supposed to be on the street.
Right. You're actually not supposed to be vacationing anywhere where you're in constant contact with Army generals.
Right, yeah.
Also, a self-appointed Army general that I don't think actually belongs to any kind of army, but he had the outfit and the gun.
So, dude,
An army general just came up to you on the street
Yeah.
and
Well-
said,
well,
you shouldn't be here?
it's illegal to be on the streets during the hurricane. They shut that. We were on the beach. Ari was like, let's go to the water.
That's a beach.
Yeah.
In front of us is the ocean. That's the Maricon. And
Maricon.
yeah, it's
Does that mean gay?
No, I might be saying it wrong. Maricon.
Well,
Marty.
you are saying it
Maricon.
wrong, and that explains why the
No.
rest of the trip went the way it did. I kept telling people, I kept pointing and saying Maricon, and then they would stick their dicks in my mouth.
No. Well, in front of us is the ocean, and that's like the board. They call it the boardwalk. All the way, it goes all the way from the San Francisco little terminal all the way up to the hotel, the Godfather Hotel, the Hotel Nacional. And we were trying to walk up there because the hurricane was coming, but it wasn't here yet. But it was illegal to be on the streets at that point. So he was like, "You got to go, get back to where you are. You cannot be on the streets, or you get arrested."
This picture honestly looks like Ari broke you out of a hospital to take you on your bucket list trip. I want to see
Jay.
people who have it worse than a man dying from stage 4 cancer.
Jay, give yourself one of those pippins.
One pippin for me.
So
it's really funny.
So, dude, it came like go to the. This is how dark it was. So.
Yeah, where's the sun? Is it not allowed to be there?
So okay, so now this is crazy. So we go through.
Do we not give Cuba the sun because it's American?
No.
Because the sun's American?
I'll tell you what, Cuba it was supposed to be Vegas before Fidel, the revolution. It was
OG.
It was about to be Vegas before Vegas. Cuba was. I mean, it was one of the hottest spots to vacation for Americans. We're 13 miles away. Sugar cane, coffee, cigars.
Dirty Dancing Part 2.
I'm telling you, it was about
Havana Nights.
It was going to be nuts. It was going to be insane. The hotels there were insane. The casinos. We would just go there all the time and party there. Americans, that was their destination spot. But when Fidel took over,
that's when you and Ari make plans.
Yeah. Well, he just said,
"Oh, communist government. Now let's check how much those tickets cost."
He just said, "This is all mine. Goodbye." Goodbye. He was for the people.
Yeah.
And America, all the billionaire people that invested in Cuba were like, "Fuck you, get our money back." And they were pressuring Kennedy to go in there. That was the Bay of Pigs, where he sent in a small army of Cuban,
Missile crises?
No, that was after. That was after.
I'm just saying words I know go together.
Well, what happened? We should have went over and just did what we do and take it back, but we didn't. We sent like 1,400 guys. They got captured. We got found out. We were trying to not.
5 of them were gay because it was don't ask, don't tell.
And then it was just done. And then when that happened, they tried to assassinate Fidel, the CIA. He went to Russia for help. Because he had nothing coming in, no money coming in. Russia, he became best friends with the president of Russia, and that's when they decided, Russia was like, okay, you have nukes in Turkey facing us. We're going to put nukes in Cuba near you, 13 miles off the coast of the U.S., and that was the Cuban Missile Crisis, which people don't know that we were literally 12 hours away from a nuclear war. We were this close, and one thing that Kennedy did changed the course of everything. And one, I think, admiral on a submarine, they were on a submarine, and they solved it. They figured it out. They made a deal, the U.S. and Russia, but the submarine didn't know that. They thought they were at war, and you need 4 people to be able to push the button. 3 of them were like, push it. It's a war. They were about to launch the nuke out of the sub to America, and it would have been over. Because we would have just launched, they would have launched, and we would have been fucked. The East Coast would have been gone. And one of the guys was like, no, I can't do it. And you need the 4. They didn't do it, thank God, within hours of pushing that button, and they didn't do it. That was the Cuban Missile Crisis. But after that, it's fucked.
All these reasons, I think you're still batshit to have gone there. But for the history lesson, Piven Flyer.
Oh, I was so excited to get
That
one.
was good. You had so many, I know, right? Doesn't it build anticipation in the room?
So we're
I see DJ Lou keeps looking over his computer. He's like, how many more of them Piven Flyers has he got? He keeps looking at the clock, wondering if he has more time to earn them.
Yeah, dude, if you look at Cuba back in the day, it was so amazing. I mean,
Right, you should have went there then.
so
In the 40s.
all these cars, these are rich people. A lot of rich people lived in Cuba. So when they all left. They left their cars there, took their keys, because in their brains, we'll be back in a month when the U.S.
Oh, I thought they were like Hispanics know how to steal cars, so they'll be fine.
Well, the government took all of the cars, and a lot of the cars you see like a screwdriver in it because they never came back. So they just had to leave their cars, all their wealth, everything was just left there. That's what those cars are from. Those are from rich Americans that lived in Cuba back in the day in the 50s when it was like Vegas.
You know, with the right light makeup work and some fake stuff, you could have dressed Ari up different and told people he was Fidel Castro.
That was the beach right there. That's the beach we were walking. And
really?
it's
Why was it a war-torn Fallujah behind you then?
It is.
All beach in front.
Zoom in on those.
War-torn Fallujah behind you.
Yeah, look at the. If you zoom in on those buildings,
The pictures are insane.
They're all war. It's like they're all dilapidated because they can't. They don't have any money. We gave them all their money.
And you went there for cigars.
Well, I went there for the experience.
Of what?
I guess of this.
What are you, Bear Grylls?
We had
What are you trying to prove to somebody? Listen, you're not Donnie Dust, okay? Every vacation you take, you don't have to survive it. You're supposed to enjoy it.
So the day after the hurricane, we have no water, we have no lights. It's out, and we're like, when is it coming? He's like, it may be 4 days. It's probably after you leave, you'll get electricity. You know, last time it was 4 days. So we're just like, all right, fuck. So we got to do all our shit during the day. So Ari's like, all right, I want to go to this record store. So I'm like, what? So I'm thinking there's going to be a storefront. It doesn't exist.
This guy's house.
Buddy, we're walking around this area looking for this record store. We're looking at the building. We're like, this is one of those dilapidated buildings. And then you look in the hallway and there's records going up this fucked up staircase on the wall. And the guy's like, you know, in here, you want records? In here. So we walk up to the third floor of this house that's all messed up. And we have to walk through somebody's living room.
Why is every event you did sounds like a trap until it happens?
So, dude,
a series of catacombs, and there, and only there, were you able to get a good burger.
Did I send you the photo? So look at the last photo on the right. The streets are all like this. The last photo there, right there. This is the streets right here. It's just trash.
Jeez, went there to document their filth.
This is like after the hurricane. It was just trash.
Real nice
everywhere.
Supporting of the Cuban people. Did you help rebuild a casa?
No, we didn't do it.
That would have supported the Cuban people.
But where's the one? Did I send it to you? Okay, so, dude, we go up to this record store. We have to walk through this lady's living room with a baby, some guy that looked like he was going to kill us, and then some young girl. We're walking through this living room, and they take us into this room with records. Just, it looks like somebody's living room with records and all this old shit. And it's like dilapidated and all messed up.
It's dilapidated.
Dilapidated, sorry. It is
You've said it 3 times now.
I know, it's D. It's
you should have went to the fucking beach off of Normandy over there and fucking... you should have done what Cubans do and gotten a fucking inner tube and just hope to God you landed back in Florida.
This is everything you sent me.
All right, I'm going to send you this one because I'm in this... He's buying records. I'm sitting there just... I'm Denzel Washington in this thing. I'm looking for weapons.
Keeping your head on a swivel?
I literally faced myself towards with a wall in my back of me, and I had 4 things that I was going to kill people with. One of them was a crucifix.
No guns.
Crucifix.
Okay.
We have no guns. We have nothing.
No guns. A shitty cigar.
Here it is. I'm sending you this right now.
You got a loaf of bread and some cheese.
Did I say?
How can you MacGyver together with that?
It's the third one in. I already sent it to you. Okay. Now wait. So that's the one. You can click it, but don't play
wait.
It. So I'm sitting there waiting for him to get this together, to get his little thing together, to buy his records because he wants to buy Cuban music, and I'm sitting there, keeping guard in this with 3 stories up into this in the hood, and I'm keeping guard, and then I hear, I'm like literally right behind. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I put I don't want to look because I see a hole in the wall behind me. I just put my phone around the corner to see what it is, and this is what I saw. In the 3rd story, in a hole in the wall that they made a room. There's a full I could say what, a 200-pound hog?
But that's their pet. That's
No, that's their dinner.
That's for dinner.
Oh my
That's-
God! They said that.
Yeah,
They're
that's what-
raising it to eat it.
Yeah, they're gonna eat that. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Everything Cuban's pork,
I mean,
right?
It's so cute.
They make those sandwiches.
Yeah, it was cute until the hurricane. That thing's a sandwich now.
Black Lou. Fantastic work over there getting Bobby on video making that pig sound. That's going to get you a pivot flyer.
But look at Ari. Look, I'm sitting in the corner guarding. I see this pig, and then Ari's just going through Cuban records with this
Oh, yeah.
lady. On the
He's
watch
look.
him. Look at
They got Phil Collins, no jacket required.
look at.
How does he even know about this place?
He found it. It's Ari. That's what he does.
Okay.
He finds these places. So he winds up getting all these records, and we wind up getting the hell out of there. As soon as we walk out, some little kid came up and grabbed, "Give me a record." He was like, wanted a record. I don't know what the fuck. for.
Give me record.
Right. So then.
Did you beat him to death?
No. We walked away.
That's it? You just walked away?
I just said no.
It
No.
just dawned on me that they have record players. That's how they would listen to music.
Yeah.
That's all they have.
They have
Like a
record
kid
players.
here would not say, "Give me a record."
I
They
mean,
haven't been introduced to the compact disc yet.
buddy, there's no TV. Like, we didn't watch TV. We had no TV. We had internet was gone. They had internet in the place. No internet, no phone. Phone doesn't work. Credit cards don't work. No TV.
Did you jerk off next to each other?
No, not next to each other. I did jerk off in the Blackout.
Where? Next
And
door?
we
You had no idea?
No, we had 2 rooms. We had a 2-bedroom casa. So he had his room. I had my
Sounds
room.
like you had a several bedroom casa because you were staying in a person's house. You're calling it a casa, but you guys just had bedrooms in another grown man's house with his family.
Yes, with his family and their uncle. And then there was people on the roof too.
You,
And
this
there was,
is crazy.
There was an Italian couple over there too.
So you're eating exclusively bread and cheese,
Bread, cheese, and I did because
sitting in a hallway to avoid being in a wet room.
well, the thing is because of me, because Ari just brings a couple shirts and a sock and some flip flops, and I brought battery chargers. I brought freeze dried hiking food. I had mac and cheese. I had beef stroganoff. I brought chargers. I brought a.
You brought that with you?
I brought, dude. When I travel out of the country, I bring all kinds of shit you
No,
think
but
you're
why-
not going to need.
Are you allowed to bring food like that
You can bring freeze dried food, yeah.
to another country?
Yeah. No, I'm not telling them I bring it. I just bring it. If they take it, they take it. Who gives a shit?
You
know what I
would
mean?
have.
But I
When
had
the
it.
storm hit and you didn't have your fucking spaceship mac and cheese.
So, dude, we're on the roof, and it's like another night of darkness. It's kind of getting like, all right, whatever. And we're sitting there watching. Here, let me see the next photo.
Could you have
Christine.
left early?
No, the airport was done. You couldn't leave. Couldn't get out. You had to just go through it. Christine, the other photo.
You were trapped on a quote unquote vacation.
All right, the photo to
I would
the
have rather been
left.
trapped. I would have rather been trapped on the Carnival cruise ship that was
That
covered
one.
in people's shit.
No, not that one. The other one. That one.
The whole time he's telling these stories, I keep thinking Bobby has money gorilla taped to his person the whole time.
I had-
also because he can't not have it on. You have to keep it on you.
But we had a safe in the room
Oh yeah.
that he.
Oh,
he
then
had-
you're fine then.
No, but he had a key for.
Oh, good.
Because I forgot the combination. He's like, "Let me get the key." I'm like, "All right, this is safe." But
Well,
so,
your belongings right in here.
so if you, this is how dark it was at night. This is on the roof. I don't know if you can play the sound. Okay, so apparently there's not light everywhere. All right, so go to the next one. Go to the other one. Go to the other one. Oh no, don't go. Go to okay. Click on the other
There's
one.
two dark
That one.
ones,
That
or
one.
this one?
The other one is when me and Ari got into a fight.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, turn this one up. So this is us on the roof, I believe, right? Let me click.
It's night 2
Yep.
of the blackout.
That's how dark it was.
That's true. We're waiting.
We're on the roof.
Yeah.
What'd you
see?
Total darkness.
You can't see
We're looking at a blank screen.
anything.
Yeah.
And then
There's no generators anywhere.
there's a generator at the government building at the end and the church up here. And the hotels had generators.
But
But
you guys wouldn't want to stay there. You wanted to live with a strange family.
We couldn't stay at the hotels.
And it's good that there was a
yeah.
blackout because,
can't stay at
oh,
the
yeah, 'cause you're
hotels.
not local, right?
Well, no, we're Americans.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't
yeah.
take our credit
so
cards.
instead, you have to let a man's autistic child stare at you in their sleep. But it's okay because Ari's staring at them while they sleep.
So we're sitting on the roof, and we're just watching the darkness. All of a sudden, in the distance, it's not. I didn't catch it, but like it looked like an explosion. Orange light just shot up in the sky. Red, there was white, in the way in the distance, just and then you hear no, what was it? Like almost like a machine gun, and we were like, whoa, we were all freaked out. And then if you go back to the other photo, all of a sudden, right here, where is it? Scroll, where was it? Scroll, is that all the ones I gave you? No, that's not even it. That's not it. She's not in the folder.
She's not right.
To the left, the bottom left, right there.
Here.
Dude, all the lights came back on in the city. Like we thought. The lights just come on. Look at
The lights. We knew it was gonna happen.
That
It
probably was a great feeling.
buddy, I can't explain like we take for granted
Because you
what
want to
we-
see that the water you're drinking and showering in is brown.
Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. The feeling we take for granted all the shit we have in America. Everybody bitches about
Yup.
this. But
I will never live somewhere where I don't have to take for granted my fucking electricity.
buddy, when this came back, the feeling that went in me, like, oh my God,
Sure.
AC's back on.
No, I've had
water,
that before. I've had
water coming back on. It was like, oh my God, we were so happy. The whole neighborhood was screaming. Everybody went out on their balconies and were like screaming and yelling. And
everybody, the rapists, the terrorists.
so we immediately get dressed. Let's go out. We're out. We're going out. We put on our clothes. We start walking down the street. We follow like people. They're going to this place. They walk through this beautiful square.
You just blindly go where everybody goes. Then next thing I know, we're in another guy's house, and it's just me and Ari.
So we find this restaurant, and they're playing, I don't know, disco music, whatever. They're playing music. There's all kinds of people eating and drinking. Next door is an Italian restaurant. I'm like, this is great. Let's stay here. It's right near where we were, where we're staying. It's not too far. So Ari sees down the street. He walks down the street, and there's not lights on. He walks down there, and he goes, I don't know if there's lights on everywhere. So he walks back. He goes, this isn't the vibe. I go, what? He's like, this isn't the vibe. This isn't it. Let's find somewhere else. I go, buddy, we were just in a blackout for 2.5 days. Like, this is great. Let's just stay. He's like, no, it's not the vibe. I want a different vibe. I hate disco music. I was like, who gives a fuck? But my thing was, okay, if he wants to go, let's go. So I go, all right, let's go. So we start walking up the street. And as we're walking, it starts to get darker and darker and darker until we realize there's not lights everywhere. It's only in our neighborhood that we're in, which is like the historic neighborhood. As we walk further away, he wants to go to this margarita bar where Hemingway went, which is Little Florida, whatever it is. It's like this famous bar. Mm-hmm. But it's far, and it's down towards the middle of town. And we're walking in complete darkness now, in the hood. And you can hear people, can't see them.
Why don't you just not do that?
Well, we got to the point where
No, like when you got to the delineation at the line of darkness to light, why didn't you go like, oh, I will not walk into the darkness with you, Ari Shafir? You could have said that.
I should have.
That would have gotten you a Piven flyer, but now you sit over there with just one.
So we're walking, and then at one point, Ari's like, okay, you know what? Maybe we should go back. And I'm like, it's too late, bro. We're closer to this place than we are to where we were. I don't want to go back through that gauntlet of darkness. Yeah. Let's just make it there. We come into this park that's scary during the day we walk through. Now there's no lights. And there's people everywhere. Like, you can't see them. You just hear them. So we have to, I turn into, I've been beat up so much. I've been to places where I got my ass kicked, where that thing happens. The old Boston Bob comes, and I'm just like fucking angry now. I'm mad that I'm in this situation. I should have said no. Yep. And I'm like, fuck, Ari's, he's walking and talking. I'm almost like, just shut up and stop I don't want them to hear your American accent. I want to just keep our mouth shut and walk.
Relax, Bobby. We have plenty of money on us.
Right, exactly. Dude. Ari.
Relax, Bobby. All of your net worth is taped to your body.
So we're walking, and we're kind of bickering now. We're bickering. He's like, I told you we can go back. I'm like, no, you didn't fight. You said to go back too late. And now we're fighting because he doesn't want to give an inch. I don't want to give. And then all of a sudden, a guy walks up to him. Hey, where you from? And he, I'm like, fuck. Don't talk. Let's just go.
What size shoe you wearing?
So we wind up getting up to the middle of town, and that's where all these type of people are. And I leave Ari. He winds up talking to this guy about the Yankees. I'm like, what are you doing? And I go into the hotel. He comes in, and we're having an argument, like a full-fledged argument. And he's like, hey, I said we should go back. I'm like, hey, but too late. I go, dude, we shouldn't. We were there. We were at a place with food, with music. And it wasn't the vibe. Who gives a fuck about vibe? And he's yelling back at me. And at some point I realized, listen, this is stupid. We're here together. I'm kind of being an asshole. That aggressive thing that happens. And I was like, can you just give me 5 minutes to cool the fuck down? Because I'm scared. I'm scared. When I get scared, I get fuck you, right? And I explained that to him. And he's like, he's still kind of arguing. I'm like, dude, you doing this isn't helping me fucking... And then he was like, all right, I get you. Because Ari's good like that. He was like, you know what? All right, cool. So we just sat there. Meanwhile, we're in this hotel in a cigar lounge. It's no AC. We're just sweating. And he keeps going, dude, this isn't the vibe. If he said vibe one more time, I was going to fucking kill him. This isn't the vibe. I know it's not the fucking vibe. So...
All these things sound exactly like the vibe of what's been going on so far.
so anyways...
This isn't the vibe. I'm looking for worse.
It's like when you're on Molly and you're like, we gotta go. I can't be here. We gotta go somewhere else. It's such a druggy fucking mentality.
It was coke energy, bro. And I was like, so I calmed down. He calms down. We wind up talking. We're like, all right, we're just gonna go back. We pick a plan on the map how to get back, and we have to walk through complete darkness all the way down this street to where we were. And we do it. We start walking, and people are, yo, amigo, and they're trying to get you, and they're talking. And it's like you got to just ignore them. And the video right there next to it, I think it's right next to it.
The dark one or
the dark? One? Well, yeah, the first one right there. That is us walking. Right. Yeah, it's only like our section.
This is when you're walking back.
This is walking back, and that's how dark it is. Like in the street, but you can hear people trying to get your attention.
You didn't want to put your cell phone light on or anything?
No,
Yeah,
because
you should let them know you have electronics.
Because
Oh,
if you put your cell phone on, it's like now you're that guy.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like if I can't see you, you can't
sorry,
see
guys,
me.
I couldn't hear you. I was wearing my expensive headphones.
My thing was like if I can't see them, they can't see me. I'd rather have that than just to put a target on me. Hey guys, here I am with this tall fucking asshole.
Oh, maybe you should have shined it up on your chin, like you're telling a scary story. They hate that. They believe in ghosts there.
So you can see the light like at the end of this video. I'm pretty sure you can see the light. We're just trying to make it to this light at the way down the end of the street.
The Italian restaurant.
No, this is a church at the end, kind of where the Italian restaurant. We go back. We finally make it back in complete darkness. My heart's pumping. It's terrifying. We make it back to the light. We take a right, and they're playing Cuban music at the same restaurant we were at. A live Cuban band is playing all that crazy shit.
And you want to know the craziest thing, name of the band? The Vibe.
He goes like this. He's like, this is the vibe. And I was
So you guys just traversed 2 miles
So
of
if you
dangerous
just hung out for... Sorry.
Exactly. We just went through hell. We could have just stayed 10 minutes and the band would have showed up.
Vibe would have came back.
And the vibe would have been into it. And then we smoked cigars, we had a meal. Let me tell you something. We had a lot of fun, dude. We went
What'd you eat?
When?
That pig.
Yeah, so far there's been zero fun.
We went to an amazing restaurant. I mean, the food is not that good.
We went to an amazing restaurant.
And then the food is not that good is how he followed
Yes,
it up.
and also it's not that good.
I mean, it's good, but it's not like, here. When you go to like the best restaurant here
The
in New York City.
best cigar you've ever smoked was not on this trip.
No. When we went to the Hotel Nacional where The Godfather was shot. Remember in Cuba?
Never saw it.
You never saw The Godfather 2?
Part 2.
Not all the way through any of them, no.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I got it. I get it.
You've never seen The Godfather 1 and 2?
No, but I get it. I mean, quiz me. The horse head in the bed,
Nope.
Sonny gets shot at the thing.
Nope, that's 1.
Oh, no, I'm saying The Godfather. I never saw any of them.
Me neither. Overrated.
Godfather 2, there's a scene.
I mean, wow.
Godfather
wow.
2, there's a scene where De Niro and Pacino, like, they overlap on a scene. I know, 'cause I had an Italian friend who really loved that. That's Pacino plays young. I mean, De Niro plays young Don Corleone. I know. I get it.
That's
So
the scene
it's
on
out
the roof,
there.
on the deck.
That's the scene right there. That's on the roof of Hotel National.
Yeah, the famous hotel scene.
And we we went there. We Churchill used to go there. There's a bar, Churchill Bar. We got Cubans. I bought a few cigars there. We wound up smoking out in the court. It's like going back in time when you go to some of these places.
Yeah, why?
And
Don't do that.
okay, but I love the 50s. I love that era. And we went, it's a little, so the last night we went to the bar he wanted to go,
Down in Darkville?
Floridita?
all Floridita. All the lights came back on the next day in the whole town. So we went to Floridita. They had, Cuban band. He got a margarita. I got a virgin margarita. Ooh. We saw, people dancing. It was fucking fun. Then we went down to this street where we were staying, and there was a drag show, karaoke. They took over the whole street.
A drag show?
Yeah.
Even in the third world, these people find time to fucking strap their dick and balls to their butt cracks and go fucking dance for strangers.
Listen, she didn't really try too hard. Let's put it that way. She was just
You saw her honker?
Nah, she was just singing like a dude.
You'll be swell.
Yeah.
You'll be great. Gonna have your whole world on a plate.
Yeah, we had. I mean, that we had a great time.
Was that Jacob? You want to jerk me off? How?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't think I'm going to come fast from that, but we'll take a break and you could try. I guess try it on me. I want to hear the rest of this trip when we get back. This is Bobby's fucking. What do you call this? The debriefing. As you come back into the country, he's an international spy who found out what we'd all suspected. Cuba sucks dick.
No,
Sounds
it was
awful.
It's a horrible country of stupid fucking people.
No. The people were amazing.
I'm sure.
Was everything at least?
But your trip was terrible.
Was it really cheap?
Yeah, if you knew how to haggle.
Oh yeah, why don't you haggle with people that are calling you amigo in the dark?
Jay, pippin for you.
That pippin comes back home. We'll be right back, everybody. Bobby Kelly's home, and you can see him if you'd like in Wichita, November 15th, and Fort Smith, Arkansas, November 16th. That's this weekend coming up, right?
Yeah, please come.
After that, Morris Plains, New Jersey, Beacon, New York, and Kansas City all on deck. You can catch Bobby every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. in the Fat Black Pussycat Lounge at the Comedy Cellar. For tickets and all of his tour dates, punchup.live / Robert Kelly. I got a punch up now.
I know you did, man, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
They just coming up with the app now, too.
Yeah.
You'll be able to go on and just mail your fans in each town, direct right to their email when you come in links. It's so good, man. I'm so glad you got that. Big J. Okerson.
Well, you finally sold me. Listen, you bought heavy into the company. You're 61% shareholder.
I'm not. Why do you have my belt?
Gave it to me in Vegas.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Don't
You
tell
guys
them.
share belts?
I told them not to tell you.
I didn't know guys shared belts.
Big J. Okerson will be at the Louisville Comedy Club this weekend, November 15th and 16th. Locally, automatically, right to your phone. It's amazing. And
Is it set up good?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I've never
You
seen
can put
it.
specials up there. You can do whatever you want. Uncensored. They never censor anything. So if you put something on YouTube that they censor,
Oh, God, finally. I've been waiting to release a racist tirade I've gone on recently. But it's not who you think, though.
As long as-
Lithuanians.
as long as it's funny.
No, it'll be funny. I mean, not to those people.
I'm not going to leave you for a long time, Jay.
Please,
I'm done.
please stop leaving.
No more dangerous trips. We'll be right back. Hasta mañana. It's the Bonfire.
No, not mañana. In a few minutes.